to the backdrop of the Atlantic High School Marching Band playing the Star-Spangled Banner. For the first time in 2020, the Atlantic Sharks football team will take the field as they are doing right now. Onto the field come the Sharks. They charge out for the left end zone through the band, through the cheerleaders for the first time in 2020 as the home team. Tonight from the football stadium at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex, it is the final game of the regular season and the final chance for Atlantic to pick up a win and some much-needed momentum heading into the playoffs next week. It is senior night and homecoming all rolled up into one as the Sharks take on the Halifax Academy Knights. Hello and a very warm welcome to Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions. My name is Michael Cirillo. Thank you for joining me on this cool and overcast evening on the east coast of Florida. Just after a 2-week hiatus due to COVID-19 that saw Father Lopez, Atlantic, Pine Ridge, and Deltona all cancel games, the Sharks are back on the field tonight for the regular season finale in front of their home crowd, a sold-out crowd here at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex, with perhaps their best chance to pick up a win this year. Last time out against Father Lopez, Atlantic put together their most solid performance of the season and put points on the board for the first time under new head coach Chris Brown with an 80-yard touchdown kickoff return by Alex Smith. Quarterback John Killingsworth has shown flashes of brilliance when forced to scramble, and senior Richard Ballard has become a consistent threat at running back with over 100 yards on the ground. For our opponents, the Halifax Academy Knights have been one of the most active teams in Volusia and Flagler counties this season. They have played 8 teams in 7 weeks and have amassed a record of 4-4. The main focus for Halifax tonight will be on their explosive offense, led by Volusia County's best passer, junior Jarrett Redden, who has put up 1,200 passing yards through 8 games. Although this is nothing new for the 3-year starter who has averaged 1,000 yards in his first 2 seasons under center. Halifax averages just over 31 points per game and has scored over 50 points in 3 consecutive games for the first time in program history, with wins this season over Cornerstone Charter, Gainesville St. Francis, and St. John Lutheran. Also for the first time this season, both of the Daytona Beach News Journal high school sports correspondents have picked Atlantic as the favorites. Chris Boyle picked them 21-13 and Zach Dean 20-19. Now it's time to let you know about the players whose names you will be hearing all over the broadcast tonight. It's time for the Week 8 edition of Who to Listen For.
Makes the call.
For the Atlantic Sharks, their quarterback is John Killingsworth. He comes in with 213 yards and is 19 of 29. The Sharks don't pass very much. On the ground, running back Richard Ballard has 109 yards and averages 4 yards a carry. Alex Smith has the lone points on an 80-yard kickoff return touchdown. He's their main threat in the return game. And Michael Sclair is the leader on the defensive side of the football with 3.5 sacks to lead the team. The teams are out on the field, are just about getting ready for the kickoff. Here are the players to watch on the Halifax Academy Knights side of the ball. I already mentioned their quarterback, Jared Redden. His 1,398 yards leads all of Volusia and Flagler County, and 16 touchdowns to only 1 interception. Their other main threat to watch out for on both sides of the football is Devonte Lindsay. His stats read as follows: 615 reception yards, 182 rushing yards, 11 touchdowns, 8 through the air, and 2 on the ground.
Halifax set to kick off.
And then on the defensive side, 42 tackles, 13 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and an interception. Halifax is getting ready to kick off. They're wearing gold helmets tonight, white jerseys, black pants, gold numbers with gold shoulders, and black trim. Atlantic, for the first time in their home, black uniforms, silver helmets, black pants with silver numbers and teal trim. As the kicker, Tucker Braden, for Halifax at the ball on the tee. He addresses it left to right. The kick is an onside kick. It's going to be fielded easily by the Sharks near the 40-yard line, and the return man is going to be wrestled down. We'll see where they spot him. He was wrestled backwards. And Atlantic is unhappy with the spot, as There are no numbers on the field tonight, just lines, so
Ball first and 10, about the 37-yard line.
they are going to have the ball at the 35-yard line, going right to left are the Sharks. Here's John Killingsworth in the shotgun formation. Richard Ballard is on his left hip. 3 receivers are out to the right-hand side. They'll actually move the ball up to around the 37-yard line. 3 receivers to the right-hand side of the formation, single receiver left. Heavy. Here comes the blitz from Halifax. Killingsworth forced to scramble to his right. He's going to throw the ball away out of bounds, as it seems like the entirety of the Atlantic defense was in the backfield, led by Khalil Montgomery, the linebacker back there for the Knights.
John Killingsworth, your starting quarterback tonight. Sophomore will be taking the snaps.
More players to watch out for the Halifax Academy Knights. Jeremiah Henley is a senior defensive lineman. His 44 tackles and 16 tackles for loss on the season. He has 3 sacks, which leads the team. Second down and 10 from the 37-yard line. Killingsworth takes the snap, throws a bubble screen to the far sideline. The receiver, Mason Tandy, is going to be dropped for a loss of 3 all the way back to the 35.
Loss of 2 brings up third down.
It'll be third down and 12 from the 35-yard line. First home game for the Sharks this season, as we mentioned, here at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex.
12 from the 35-yard line.
The Knights load up the box again. 7 in the box there, 7 gold helmets. Looking to rush the quarterback. Killingsworth is in the gun. They've optioned the 3 receivers out to the left this time. Now the linebackers back up. Killingsworth takes the snap, rolls to his right, throws underneath, and the pass is incomplete. It was in and out of the hands of Mason Tandy, his second target, and it will be a 3 and out for the Sharks on their first possession of the game. And now on to punt is Istvan Wallace. Averages 31.5 yards per punt this season. He stands back at his own 20-yard line.
Wallace set the punt for the Sharks.
Looks like Devonte Lindsay is back deep for the Knights. The punt goes straight up into the air. This is going to be great field position for Halifax. It's going to bounce in the Sharks' territory and take a Knights bounce all the way inside the 35.
Sky ball is down at about the 38-yard line.
So it's officially a 3-yard punt. Halifax will take over from the Atlantic. 38-yard line. Ten minutes, 53 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Just getting started here on MJT Sports Productions. Thank you for spending your Friday evening with me once again after a 2-week layoff for COVID-19. The Sharks are back in action here.
38-yard line for Halifax.
Redden rolls to his left, hits the tight end, and he's going to rumble forward for a gain of about 5. Give them a
for about 4 yards.
Past the 35-yard line. Second down and 5. As Redden is 1 for 1 attempts and completions.
Second and 5 at the 33-yard line for Halifax.
Redden, wild snap. He's immediately under pressure. He's forced to scramble, and he's going to get away to the 35. He's going to be near the first down marker. We'll see if the spot is good enough to get him there. Close to the 30-yard line. He's going to be a yard short. So it will be third down and 1. So, my life has been made decently difficult tonight. I will get into some of the reasons why during one of our breaks, but it is third down and 1 for the Knights from the Sharks' 30-yard line, and whistles before the snap. I don't see a penalty flag down.
False start goes against Halifax.
And they will give a false start against the Knights. So that'll back him up. Third down and 6 now. From the Atlantic 35. Got to get to the 29 for a first down. Halifax going left to right, gold helmets, white jerseys, black pants.
Ready in the shotgun.
Redden takes the snap, and it's whistled dead again. Looks like more movement on the offensive line will back them up. So from 3rd and 1, we now have 3rd and 9 after consecutive false starts. Wait, no, they're going to call it on Atlantic. So they're going to move him back to the 30-yard line. So now we've had 3rd and 1, then 3rd and 6, and now 3rd and 1 again as we go back and forth with penalties here. Been one of the key issues.
Let's hear it for the defense.
One of the key issues for the Sharks this season has been their penalties. Redden takes the snap, he fires over the middle, and it's off the hands of the intended receiver.
Pass is incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
And it will be 4th down and 1 at the Atlantic 35. We'll see if they set up to go for it here. They're kind of in no man's land, where it's a little bit too far to kick, and we shall see. But it looks like Jarrett Redden, wearing the gold number 1 on the back of his jersey, will head to the sideline. Now he turns and comes back to the huddle. They're going to go for it. So 4th down and 1. Handoff, fullback dive, up the middle he goes, and it's going to be a 1st down and more all the way to the 25-yard line. All the way to the 25-yard line of Atlantic. So 1st down for the Halifax Knights.
1st and 10 Halifax on the 25-yard line.
Isaiah Toby will be the Knights' featured back tonight, but he was not on that carry. Now 1st and 10 from the 25 of Atlantic. Redden takes the snap. He's under pressure. He rifles it over the middle, and it's in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. A big hit on the outside by Jarius Hawkins broke up the play. And it will be 2nd down and 10. Still early in this contest. 9 minutes, 21 seconds to go. No score between the Knights and the Sharks here on MJT Sports Productions. A beautiful overcast Friday night, temperatures in the mid-70s here in Ormond Beach, Florida, at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex.
2nd and 10 on the 25-yard line.
2nd and 10 from the 25. Reddit alone in the gun. He takes a high snap and once again whistles all over the field. And we'll see who this one's on this time. We've had 1 false start each on this drive, 1 on the Sharks, 1 on the Knights, and they'll back the Knights up.
That's going to back them up 5 yards.
So it'll be 1st down and 15 from the 30-yard line. The Knights attacking the end zone to listeners right here in the 1st quarter, and we will get a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout up here in the booth with 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the 1st quarter. No score. You're listening to Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions. Stay with us.
Timeout Halifax with 9:20 to go, 1st quarter.
Why is there nowhere to mark timeouts on here? Back at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex, 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the 1st quarter in a scoreless game between the Atlantic Sharks and the Halifax Knights. First and only home game for the Sharks of the season tonight at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex. It'll be 1st down and 15 after the, but actually there was no penalty. It was a timeout Halifax, so it's 1st down and 10. Handoff Toby left side, and he's going to be buried under by Sclair. Michael Sclair got back there and made the stop as Isaiah Toby got the handoff and tried to bounce it outside to the right. It will be no gain, 2nd down and 10 from the 25.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Excuse me, 3rd down.
Third and 11 on the 26 for Halifax.
High snap for Redden. He gets the pass away near sideline. It's caught. And they're going to say incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That's Keyshawn Highsmith. And it'll be 4th down and 10.
Bell on the play, that brings up 4th down.
And once again, Halifax set up to go for it. Redden still on the field in the shotgun, as Halifax rather likes to work quickly, attacking the end zone to listeners' right here in the first quarter.
Going for it on 4th and long. Let's hear it for your defense.
4th down and 10. Here's the snap. It's belt high. Redden lofts it towards the end zone. There's a man running free, and it's incomplete. He overthrew the intended receiver, Devonte Lindsay, and the Sharks take over. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Defense does its job, and the Sharks keep the ball.
8 minutes, 39 seconds to play first quarter. Sharks have the ball at their own 25-yard line. So a long 6-play drive for Halifax ends in a turnover on downs. Here comes Killingsworth. He jogs over to the huddle. He wears number 1, just a single silver stripe down the back of his jersey. Breaking the huddle are the Sharks, wearing all black with silver helmets, silver numbers, and teal trim tonight. They go right to left, attacking the end zone to listeners' left. They're at their own 26-yard line. Under center, the snap goes to Killingsworth. He hands it off to Richard Ballard. Ballard off the right-hand side. He's got the 50. He's got the gang of Knights chasing him all the way down the field. 15, 10-5. Did he stay in bounds? Yes, he did. Touchdown Atlantic. Touchdown Sharks. Richard Ballard with a 76-yard touchdown run. And the Sharks have their first offensive touchdown of the season. All thanks to Richard Ballard.
Ballard on the carry. That's 6 for the Sharks.
How about the senior, Richard Ballard, on senior night? I mentioned in the pregame that he has been progressing game on game as a feature back. He gets the, looks like this might be coming back. The officials are talking about it. They are still trying to work out what happens on the field. All right, so no touchdown. Take the
play, but that is an automatic first down for the Sharks.
Take the touchdown away. It'll be illegal use of hands on one of the blockers. So the Sharks are in excellent field position. They are set up inside the red zone as they take the touchdown away. The penalty occurred inside the 10-yard line.
Sharks have it, 1st and 10, about the 22.
So they will have the ball about the 22-yard line here. But man, everybody in this crowd is disappointed for Richard Ballard. A beautiful 76-yard run is negated by a penalty, but Killingsworth is back under center. From the Knights' 22-yard line, 1st down and 10. Killingsworth fakes the handoff to Ballard. He's going to run. He's at the 10. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He's got a touchdown. John Killingsworth on the quarterback keeper.
And the Sharks are on the board.
This time it will count. There are no flags. And now I can officially say that the Sharks have their first offensive touchdown. John Killingsworth, a 22-yard scamper as he faked the handoff to Ballard, then did a little bootleg around to the left and scampered to the corner. They're going to go for 2 here. Killingsworth to the end zone. It is caught, but it is short. It was into the hands of Mason Tandy, but it is short. But the touchdown does stand, and for the first time in 2020, the Atlantic Sharks have the lead. Sharks 6, Knights nothing. We'll be back after the break. This is Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions. Back at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex for the first time in 2020, the Atlantic Sharks have the lead. They're in front of their home fans. It started with a 76-yard apparent touchdown run by Richard Ballard. As my microphone falls off the stand, apologies for any loud noises you may have heard.
You dropped the ball.
So that looks like it might be the end of the crowd noise tonight. Hopefully some of it will feed through my headset.
Let's kick off your Sharks.
All right, Istvan Wallace is set to kick it off here. 7 minutes and 35 seconds to go. And the kickoff goes into the hands of Devonte Lindsay, and Lindsay is still free near the 40. And he's down close to the 45-yard line. And
Returns the ball to the 44-yard line. We're going to have it first down again.
all right, we have recovered my microphone. It should be working. So, after that apparent scariness, we are back online. First down and 10 for the Halifax Academy Knights from the 43-yard line. Once again, they attack left to right in this first quarter, which has 7 minutes and 26 seconds to go in it. A two-play, 76-yard score gives the Sharks a 6-0 lead after the failed two-point conversion. It was into the hands of Mason Tandy, but Tandy could not break the plane. So now from the 43-yard line, here come the Knights. Quarterback Jared Redden is in the gun. Running back Isaiah Toby is there with him. One man goes in motion right to left.
First and 10, 44-yard
Three
line.
receivers in the formation. High snap, handoff, Toby running right. He's going to get to the 45. A flag flies down, and he's crunched right at midfield by a couple of Sharks defenders. There is a flag down in the backfield, so we shall see what happens here. There's going to be a holding call
So they're going to back it up, 10.
on the Halifax Knights, so we will back it up.
We'll have first down and 20.
So from first and 10, the holding negates the run play. It'll be first down and 20
Halifax back up to their own 34-yard line.
from the 34-yard line. Redden in the gun. Toby on his left hip, four receivers to aim at. Redden takes the snap. He has time in the pocket. Now he's going to scramble to his right, and he's going to get the pass off at the last second right before he was hit. The pass is caught near the original line of scrimmage, and falling forward to the 49-yard line is the receiver for Halifax. I will try to get his name.
Read on the stop for your Sharks.
And that was Ethan Redden, actually, the sophomore on the catch. And the reason it's taking me some time to get the Halifax numbers is they are wearing very light gold numbers on white backgrounds with no trim. So it's very difficult for me all the way up here in the booth to see who is who. Second down and 6 now after the pickup of about 14. Redden back to pass. He swarmed under and dropped for the sack. The Sharks brought the house, and Redden had nowhere to go. He sacked all the way back at the 35-yard line. Getting back there was Ethan Brannon, the senior. That puts the Knights all the way back to where they were after the penalty from the 36-yard line. Big third down here for the Knights as their home crowd, a sellout, tries to rally behind them here. And it looks like a timeout is called. And a timeout for the Atlantic Sharks. We will take one as well when we come back. Oh. So it'll be a water break on the field, not a timeout for the Sharks. Either way, when we come back, it's 6-0 Sharks, 5 minutes, 27 seconds to go first quarter. This is MJT Sports Productions coverage of Atlantic Sharks football.
.5:27 to go in the first quarter as the Sharks get their water. Halifax
5 minutes, 27 seconds to go in the first quarter. 6-0 Sharks. It's going to be third down and 18 for the Knights from the Sharks' 36-yard line. Got to get well past midfield to the 45 of the Sharks for a first down. Redden, 4 to aim at, 3 right, single left. Toby's there with him in the backfield. He takes the snap. He looks to throw. He's going to be forced to scramble to his right. He's got plenty of room to run, but he's going to be forced out of bounds near the 50-yard line. So that will be fourth down and give him a long 4 as he's out of bounds at the 48-yard line. So we'll see if they are gung-ho enough to go for it on fourth down. Again, they already have failed a fourth down conversion, but that was at the Sharks' 35, not near midfield. But Redden is in the game, so the Knights are going to go for it again here on fourth down. This would be a huge stop for the Sharks. Redden, 4 receivers out there, 2 to each side. 1 man in the backfield. High snap, Redden moves in the pocket, moves left, he throws it down the field, and it's caught. Deep inside Sharks territory, the receiver goes. It's going to be a first down and a whole lot more. Near the 30-yard line to the 31 of the Sharks, and that was their main man, Devonte Lindsay, on the reception. His 615 receiving yards and 11 touchdowns, 8 through the air, leads the team coming into the game. So first down and 10. Redden takes the snap, throws it out short to Jamie Kitt, and Kitt is wrapped up and dropped right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the screen. So now second down and 10.
Anderson on the stop for the Sharks.
From the Sharks' 35-yard line. From the Sharks' 30-yard line. Second down and 10, Redden in the gun. 3 receivers to aim at. He's going to hand the ball off to Toby, and he fumbles the football, and the Sharks have the football on the fumble. Isaiah Toby muffed the handoff. He fumbled the football, and number 59 recovers it. That's Caesar McCoy for the Atlantic Sharks. And the Sharks will have the ball back at their own 40-yard line. These are the kind of breaks that have not been going the Sharks' way all season long, and they're getting them tonight.
First and 10 Atlantic on the 40-yard line.
And the results have been spectacular so far. Sharks with a 6-0 lead and the football. Killingsworth in the gun. 3 receivers to aim out, 2 left, single right, and flags fly as there was movement early on both sides. Let's see which way they call it. And they're going to call false start on Atlantic. The receiver, Nate Davis, on the near side left jump. So it'll be first down and 15. At the 35-yard line. Got to get exactly to midfield to move the chains now for the Sharks. Their one scoring drive was 2 plays, 76 yards. 1 long touchdown run that was called back by Ballard, and then a 22-yard scamper by Killingsworth that did count. Killingsworth under pressure, he lets it go into double coverage, and it's incomplete off the fingertips of the receiver, who was streaking down the right-hand side of the field. That receiver was a Marion Washington. And all season long, we have seen the Sharks go for these just go patterns down the sideline or doing a 2 out and up. Haven't connected on a long pass yet. But the first time one of those connects, it's going to be 6 points. Before this season is out, we probably will get one. Second down, 15 from the 35-yard line. 2 receivers each side. Handoff, Ballard running right. He's going to be stopped up and dropped at the line of scrimmage.
Ballard gets the ball, no gain.
So Richard Ballard goes no gain that time, and it's 3rd down and 15. Sharks in the huddle. 3rd down and 15. Ball spotted at their own 35-yard line. Now they break the huddle.
3rd down and 15 for the Sharks.
Clock running, 2 minutes 25 to go first quarter. Under center goes the play action pass, and it's picked off. He was looking for Mason Tandy down the field and streaking down the sideline to the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown Halifax. I'm looking to see who on the Knights got that interception, as he is currently surrounded by a group of his own players. And that is Gary Spears, his 3rd interception of the season. It was a play action for Killingsworth. He was looking for Tandy on a crossing pattern over the middle and overthrew him. And Gary Spears was there, picked up the football, then ran pretty much unopposed all the way down the far sideline. And on to attempt the kick is Tucker Braden. And it's going to be a fake 2-point conversion try. Powering forward is the fullback, and he's going to be short. So the 2-point conversion is no good, and with 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go, it's 6-6. Both teams with a touchdown, both teams the failed 2-point conversion. We'll take a break and be right back. This is MJT Sports Productions coverage of Atlantic Sharks football.
To go in the first quarter. Sharks set to receive the kickoff. Smith back in.
Alex Smith deep to receive the kick from Tucker Braden. He stands at his own 5-yard line. Braden up to the football. He kicks it short. It's another bouncing kick, squib style, and it's going to be dove on by the Sharks.
Sharks cover, 1st and 10.
And it'll be 1st down and 10 for Atlantic.
Sharks start about the 38-yard line.
They'll be at their own 38-yard line, going right to left in this first quarter. Only has 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go in it.
We'll call it 1st and 10 at the 37.
Their last drive ended in a pick 6. That was picked up by Gary Spears of the Knights defense, which makes this game 6-6. And now from a very similar field position, the Knights back out there. John Wyman running late to the huddle with the play. Now they break the huddle. 2 linebackers out there for Halifax, who makes a late change and rushes somebody up to the line. Looks like a defensive end. High snap for Killingsworth. He's going to keep it. He's going to run around to the left on the same play that he scored on. He breaks a tackle and gets to the 35. Gets to the 30, so the 40. And he's pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 5. Second down and 5 at the 43-yard line. No, the 43-yard line. So there are no numbers on the field here, and there are also no interior hash marks. There's only a line every 5 yards, which is why I'm a bit iffy on the math here this evening.
2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line for your Sharks. 1:59 to go in the quarter.
Got to get close to midfield for a 1st down. Ball at the 43-yard line. 3 receivers bunched up near side left. 1 receiver single side right. Ballard in the backfield with the quarterback Killingsworth, who is in the shotgun formation. Linebackers White close to the line, and flags fly before the snap can be taken. And it'll be delay of game against Atlantic. Didn't quite get the snap off in time. So it goes from 2nd and 5. That'll only be interesting. They've only backed him up about 3 yards. Now the referee takes it, puts it back right at the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10 after the penalty. Second down and 10 from the 38-yard line of Atlantic. Once again, they'll go bunch formation left, single right. Killingsworth with the bubble screen to Ballard. Ballard drops the football. It's a complete it's a forward pass. Ballard picks it up and he's off to the races. He's into Atlantic territory and he's gonna go all the way. 1 man to beat. Oh, he gets dragged down inside the 5.
Ballard on the catch and reception.
Richard Ballard caught the football on a bubble screen, then dropped it, picked it up, and scampered for about 60 yards. All the way down to inside the 10. They're going to spot it at the 5-yard line.
Sharks have it. 1st and goal.
1st down and goal at the 5 after the 2nd run of 60-plus yards for Richard Ballard on the night. He is lighting up the Halifax defense, excuse me. Late substitution for the Sharks. In comes Gary Thomas, the wide receiver. Out comes Ballard with a much-deserved rest. Greeted on the sidelines with a pat on the head by head coach Chris Brown. Obviously pleased with his senior running back tonight. 1st down and 5. Killingsworth out there.
1st and goal on the 5-yard line for your Sharks.
He takes the snap. He rolls to his left. He looks to throw, fires to the end zone, and it's off the hands of Mason Tandy. He fired it a little bit high and a little bit behind Tandy. And it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 5. Sharks looking to go back on top after the Knights tied the game with a pick 6 by Gary Spears. And we are still in the first quarter. 47.5 seconds left to go in this very entertaining first quarter here from the Overbeach Sports Complex. Second down and goal from the 5. It's going to be a handoff up the middle and getting near the goal line. They're going to spot him at the 1.
Nice surge up the middle for Atlantic, makes it third and
Looking to see,
about the 1 yard line.
looking to see who was on the carry with Ballard still on the sidelines. Yeah, it looks like backup Dennis Gaines was on the carry that time. 16 seconds left to go in the quarter. They can let this go all the way down before snapping it again. 10 seconds, and they're still in the huddle. As the clock ticks down under 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we will go to the second quarter. It's the Sharks 6 and the Knights 6 after 1. Second quarter coming up on MJT Sports Productions. Stay with us. Second quarter on tap from the Overbeach Sports Complex. Michael Toronto here with you for Atlantic Sharks football.
Third down.
Third down and goal from the 1. The Sharks knocking on the door. Running back is Dennis Gaines with Ballard still on the sideline. Killingsworth in the gun. Gaines to his right. And flags fly as the ball is snapped. It would have been a bubble screen to Gaines, who was into the end zone, but we will see what the penalty is. It's on Halifax, so it'll be half the distance to the goal.
Penalty goes against the defense, half the distance to the goal. It's third down.
It'll be third down, and I guess if that was 1, this is half a yard. The referee's currently trying to measure half a yard as they now do so. Sharks in the huddle, getting the play from Chris Brown on the sideline, relayed through quarterback John Killingsworth. Now they break the huddle. 2 receivers stacked up to the left. 2 receivers stacked up to the right. Killingsworth in the gun. Third down and goal. Killingsworth runs left, now cuts up the field, dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Atlantic. Touchdown, Sharks. John Killingsworth. Killingsworth's second rushing touchdown of the game. His first a 22-yard quarterback keeper. This one a 1-yard quarterback keeper, but they all count the same. And with 11:53 to go in the second quarter, the Sharks take a 13-6 lead. We will see if they go for 2 again or trot out Istvan Wallace to try an extra point. Looks like the offense is on the field. Exact same formation that they just scored the touchdown in. 2-point conversion try. Handoff right up the middle. Dennis Gaines not going to get there.
The conversion's no good, but your Sharks are taking a lead.
So the Sharks
Atlantic 12, Halifax 6.
get 6 more points on the board. It's 12-6 Sharks We'll be right back as the second quarter action continues here from the Ormond Beach Sports Complex. This is MJT Sports Productions' broadcast of Atlantic Sharks football. Back at the football stadium here on the Ormond Beach Sports Complex, the Atlantic Sharks have taken a 12-6 lead over the Halifax Academy Knights. This is the first game of the season in which the Sharks have led, and they've now led twice. And the only damage for the Knights really is the self-inflicted wound, the pick six caught by Gary Spears, who ran it back for about 50 yards. Istvan Wallace now on to kick off. He kicks left to right. The kick goes short. It's a squib kick, and it is going to go out of bounds.
Kickoff goes out of bounds.
So Halifax will get decent field position here.
Ball out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Halifax takes over there, 1st and 10.
We will see where they spot the football. The ball went out close to the 40-yard line, and that's exactly where they'll spot it. 11 minutes, 53 seconds left to go in the second half. Ball right at the 40-yard line of Atlantic. Halifax with the football, attacking left to right. That's the, excuse me, attacking right to left, going towards the end zone at listeners left. First down and 10, need to get the midfield to move the chains.
1st and 10 for Halifax at their own 40-yard line.
Redden flanked by two backs in the backfield. He takes the snap, he hands it off to Toby, and flags fly as the play is blown dead. A lot of flags here early in this first half. And it'll be on Atlantic, so that'll back them up.
Defensive penalty goes against Atlantic.
So it'll now be first down and 5. First down and 5 after the penalty to Atlantic. They're at the 45-yard line of the Sharks, going right to left. Same formation, one receiver each side, two in the backfield with Redden. Redden takes the snap, he hands it to the fullback, and he's hit immediately behind the line of scrimmage, fighting forward towards the line of scrimmage, and he'll get back there. But it is a hold on first down. It'll be second down and 5. So the previous drive for the Sharks, 6 plays, and if I can do math here, 72 yards and a touchdown. Running back John Killingsworth, his second rushing touchdown of the game, took it in from inside the 1. 10:55 now, second down and 5. Tap goes over the head of Redden, the quarterback. He's going to dive on it. All the way back inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
16-yard loss on the play. That brings up third down.
Third down and very long now for the Knights as that snap went clean over the head of Jarrett Redden, and he was forced to backtrack all the way back to the 30. So now third down and 20. Got to get to midfield for a first down for the Knights. They're at their own 30-yard line. Sharks bring the house on a blitz. Redden stands in, throws it deep down the field into one-on-one coverage, and it is hauled in and breaking free, heading all the way towards the end zone is Devonte Lindsay. Touchdown, Halifax. There are no flags, and it will stand. A 70-yard touchdown on just a 50-50 lob pass on 3rd and 20 from Jarrett Redden. his 16th passing touchdown of the game.
3 to go in the second quarter. Halifax ties the game at 12 with the conversion coming.
They will also go for it, the 2-point conversion. Neither team has made one yet tonight. Quarterback sneak, Redden off the left-hand side. He's going to walk in easily for the 2-point conversion. So now with 10 minutes and 3 seconds,
Atlantic 12, and the Sharks are about to get the ball.
it's Halifax 14, Atlantic 12. A long touchdown pass from Redden to his favorite target, Devonte Lindsay. We'll break it down for you when we come back. This is Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions.
Shark cheer is high flying.
Crowd getting loud for the Atlantic Sharks cheerleaders here as we have 10 minutes and 3 seconds to play in the first half. In a very tight contest, Halifax Knights 14, Atlantic Sharks 12. A long 70-yard touchdown pass from Jarrett Redden to his favorite target, Devonte Lindsay, has given the Knights to lead. Alex Smith back deep to receive the kick. The kicker is Tucker Braden. Ball is on the tee at the 40-yard line. He steps up, addresses the football. It's another squib, and it's onside kick, but it does not go the required distance of 10 yards. So flags all over the place in Atlantic will have excellent field position here as they try to recoup their losses.
First and 10.
Want to get your business on the air in front of the Atlantic fans? If you would like to advertise via MJT Sports Productions, the official play-by-play internet radio partner of Atlantic High School, as a sponsor of Atlantic Athletics, please email the AHS Athletic Director Tron Griffin at tdgriffy@volusia.k12.fl.us. That's TDGRIFFI at volusia.k12.fl.us. Sharks ready to go on offense once again, trailing 14-12 here. 10 minutes, 3 seconds to go in the first half. Ball spotted
First and 10 Atlantic.
at the Halifax 49-yard line. Just over midfield. Here's the jet sweep to Tandy. Tandy looking for a lane. He's going to turn the corner. He's going to dive forward past the 45 and all the way down to the 43-yard line. Gain of about 7 yards. Excellent job on the jet sweep by Tandy. And it'll be second down and a long 3. After the jet sweep by Tandy, second down and 3. Ball spotted at the Halifax 43-yard line. Sharks going left to right here in this second quarter, down by 2. Under center now is John Killingsworth with 2 receivers to each side and Ballard back in the game. Ballard, it's a fake handoff. He throws it complete to Mason Tandy, who dives forward, first down and more. It'll be to the 35-yard line of Halifax, first down, Sharks. Nice little rollout pass. So now at their own 35-yard line. And the whole season really on offense for the Sharks, you could say, has been building to this kind of success on offense. They've been getting better game on game. They've gotten more yards every single game. They finally scored points last time out against Father Lopez, and now the offense is really ticking, especially on the run game with Killingsworth and Ballard. A nice 1-2 punch out there. Killingsworth back out there under center. First and 10 at the Halifax 35. Killingsworth barking his orders. He takes the snap. He hands it to Ballard, looking for a lane right up the middle. He falls forward close to the 30-yard line, and he will get to the 30-yard line. Nice pickup of 5 yards on the play. 2nd down and 5. And that's the kind of runs that Richard Ballard has gotten for this team as the season has gone on. He was averaging about 2 yards a carry over the first 3 games, and now he's pushed his average up over 5 yards a carry, especially with the 2 long runs he's had tonight. One of 76 yards, one of 62 yards. So Ballard has been the main threat. And then, of course, Killingsworth has reaped the rewards with 2 rushing touchdowns. One, a bootleg rollout that he just scampered on from 22 yards out, and then a quarterback keeper from inside the 1. And that's how Atlantic has gotten their 2 touchdowns. 7:45 and counting, first half. Killingsworth back in the gun now. 2nd down and 5 from the Halifax 35. Killingsworth takes the snap. He throws a bubble screen to Ballard. It's off his hands and incomplete. The referees will say forward pass, 3rd down and 5.
Killingsworth pass incomplete.
Atlantic fans, basketball and soccer season is coming soon, and MJT Sports Productions is the official play-by-play home of your Atlantic Sharks. Be sure to like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter, all at MJT Sports Productions, so you never miss a moment of the action. Let's go Sharks. And, of course, basketball season getting started in just under 2 weeks. I'll be there at the Shark Tank covering most Sharks home games, and even sometimes when they go on the road when they'll let me. Soccer season, of course. Always a big fan of soccer. I'll be looking forward to bringing you some of that as well, both on the boys and girls side for Atlantic. 3rd down and 5 now from the Halifax 35. Killingsworth alone in the backfield. High snap. It's bobbled by Killingsworth. He picks it up. He scampers back towards the 45-yard line. He's still on his feet. He gets a block. He gets a lane to the near side. He's going to scamper out of bounds. He's going to be short of a 1st down. He got back to the original line of scrimmage and give him 1 yard. He ran about 20 yards to gain 1 as the snap was over his head. He went all the way back to midfield, got a block, and then scampered back to the original line of scrimmage, and he went out of bounds at the 34-yard line. 4th down and 4, and this is definitely out of Istvan Wallace's field goal range. They might decide to punt here, but they wouldn't probably gain much, so they will probably go for it, and they will indeed, as Killingsworth, wearing the number 1 in silver across his back, trimmed with teal, against the black jerseys with silver helmets for Atlantic. They will go for it on 4th and 4 from the Halifax 34-yard line, attacking the end zone to listeners' right. 7 minutes and 24 seconds to go here in the 2nd quarter. Killingsworth fakes the handoff. He looks to throw. He throws it low. It's caught by Tandy on a dive, and he's going to be a 1st down. It was a little bit in front and low of Mason Tandy, but he dove down inside the 25 to move the chains. And there's a bit of confusion on the play. We'll see what the referees have to say. There is a conference of the referees. The personal foul, roughing the passer against Halifax. It's accepted. It would have been a 1st down anyway, as Mason Tandy made a tremendous diving catch, leaping towards the football on the near side right-hand sideline at the 29-yard line, but that will move them further to the 14-yard line. So now inside the red zone. And we will have a water break called on the field. Timeout on the field. Timeout in the booth. We'll be right back. This is MJT Sports Productions broadcast of Atlantic Sharks football. Stay with us.
Follow Atlantic High School Athletics on Twitter by searching for AHS Sharks Sports. You can always listen to tonight's game live via MJT Live broadcast on Facebook Live, Twitter, or your YouTube. Visit AtlanticSharks.com/AHS-fan-zone. Another reminder is the official healthcare champion of Volusia County Schools. Advent Health is committed to providing championship caliber care with 4 hospitals, 4 urgent care centers, and 6 sports med and rehab locations across Volusia County. Advent Health is here to keep your student athlete off the sidelines and get them back in the game. Visit adventhealth.com to learn more.
Already the 7th play of this drive coming up. It started with Atlantic at the Halifax 49-yard line with 10 minutes, 3 seconds to go second quarter. It is now 6 minutes, 29 seconds to go and counting. 7th play of the drive coming up. That includes a 4th down conversion as the Sharks have the ball at the Halifax 14-yard line.
Sharks convert on 4th down. 1st and 10 at the 14 in the red zone.
Killingsworth out there again. Nobody in the backfield with him, just 5 wide receivers out there. Now one comes in motion. It's Alex Smith. He gives it on the jet sweep right to left. Smith looking for a lane. He turns it up. He gets to the 5. He gets to the goal line. Touchdown Atlantic. Touchdown Sharks. What a tremendous jet sweep by Alex Smith. His 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Sharks retake the lead. It's all ground game all the time for the Sharks. They hit you with the jet sweeps, the dives, the quarterback keepers, and the Halifax defensive front is having a hard time keeping up with the 3-headed monster of the Atlantic rushing attack. As the Sharks retake the lead here, they're going to go for 2. Currently up 18-14, trying to make it 20-14. One man in motion, that's Tandy. It's going to be a jet sweep again, and Tandy dives for the goal line, and he's in. On the exact same play that they scored the touchdown on, they get the 2-point conversion as well as Mason Tandy dives in from 5 yards out. And with 5 minutes and 57 seconds left to go in the first half, it's 20-17, Sharks on top. This is MJT Sports Productions broadcast of Atlantic High School Sports.
With the coronavirus, we also expect that face coverings, FHSAA events, and hand washing will occur frequently. Together we can slow the spread of the coronavirus in an attempt to protect our student athletes, our coaches, and the fans. And we ask that you please keep masks on while sitting in the stands. Thank you.
Sharks retake the lead 20-14. I accidentally said 20-17 as we went to break, but it is 20-14. Sharks over the Knights. Istvan Wallace, a nice kickoff. It bounces towards the end zone. It was touched by Halifax, so they have to play it. Picking it up at the goal line, running right to the 10, 15, fighting to get out of bounds. And finally tackled on the return. Up near the 18-yard line. Can't quite see who is on the return for Halifax, but it will be 1st and 10 Knights at their own 18-yard line. They go right to left here in this second quarter. 5 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the first half. And the Sharks have a 20-14 lead. A very complete performance tonight against the Halifax Academy Knights.
5:45 to go, second quarter.
Let's see where they spot the ball. They've spotted it at exactly the 15-yard line, right hash. If there were hash marks, it would be on the right hash. Redden back out there again with the Knights offense. 2 receivers to the far side right, single receiver out to the left. Linebackers in blitz formation. They come with the pressure and running right through it is Toby. Toby into the secondary near the 35 and up near the 40, up near the 35. Isaiah Toby on the run. He ran right through the quarterback blitz brought by the Sharks. Both linebackers dove in there. And Scalaire, could not quite get it, bring him down. First down and 10. First down and 10 from the 34-yard line of Atlantic. Red in the gun. He takes the snap. He looks to throw. Now he's being chased. He throws it over the middle. It's in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, who was wide open on a crossing pattern. And he hit him right in the chest, too. But Devonte Lindsay could not hold on, and it will be second down and 10. From the 34-yard line of Halifax, they go right to left. And if you're wondering why I'm so excited, if you haven't really been keeping up with the Sharks this season, they lost their first 4 games by a combined score of 151-6. And they are putting on an amazing performance in front of their home fans on senior night. They lead 20-14, looking to hold the Knights here. Second down and 10 from the 34. Redden takes the shoulder-high snap. He's forced to scramble to his left, and he is going to throw it over the middle, and it's caught. First down and more to the 50. The receiver has got it to the Sharks' 45-yard line.
Redden's pass is complete.
Looking to see who picked up the catch, and it is Ethan Redden, his second catch of the game. Caught. It was a late crossing pattern from the tight end. And nobody was in the middle as both the linebackers were chasing the scampering Redden as he moved to his left. So now into Atlantic territory go the Sharks. There is a Sharks player down. Timeout for an injury. We'll take one up in the booth. 4 minutes and 57 seconds left to go first quarter. Sharks lead 20-14 over the Halifax Academy Knights. This is MJT Sports Productions, broadcast of Atlantic Sharks football.
Well, Zach, give him a hand.
First down and 10 for the Halifax Academy Knights from the 44-yard line of Atlantic.
At the 39-yard line.
This will be the 4th play of the drive that started at their own 35. Handoff running left and cutting up inside near the first down marker, and getting there is Isaiah Toby, the running back. And it'll be a gain of about 12, first down.
That means a change for Halifax, first and 10.
That ball will be spotted right hash mark at the
Looks like first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
33-yard line of Atlantic. This has been a good drive for Halifax. We're just trying to stop the bleeding a little bit as they went up from up 14-12 to down 20-14. Looking to regain the lead here. Knee-high snap for Redden. He gets the pass away as he's being slammed under. It's caught by Redden, who was the outlet valve on a bubble. And it's going to be a 10-yard pickup, close to a first down for Ethan Redden.
9-yard completion, 7-1.
And Atlantic will take a timeout to try and stem the tide. It'll be second down and 1 when we come back to the Open Beach Sports Complex. It's Sharks 20, Knights 14, with 3 minutes, 58 seconds left to go until halftime. This is Atlantic Sharks football at MJT Sports Productions. Back at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex, 2nd down and 1 for the Halifax Academy Knights. They go right to left here in this second quarter. 3 minutes, 58 seconds to go in it. Isaiah Toby, the running back, next to Jarrett Redden, who is at quarterback. He takes the snap, he hands it to Toby, looking for a running room, and he's not going to get there. Big push from the left side of the Sharks' defensive line. Looking to see who made that tackle. Looks like Sclair was in there along with Caesar McCoy. Tag teamed on the stop.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
So it'll be 3rd and 4 after the loss. Redden, mask high snap, forced to scramble to his right. He's going to throw it down the field, and it's over the head of Devonte Lindsay.
That brings up 4th down.
And it'll be 4th down and a long 4 at the Sharks' 28-yard line. And nobody's really wanted to punt today. Only one punt attempted in this ballgame, and that was by Atlantic's Istvan Wallace all the way back on the first drive of the game. And there will be no punting for Halifax here. They're going to go for it. 4th down and 4 from the 28. Redden moves to his right. He's going to have a running room, and he's going to get the first down along the far side, right-hand sideline. He's going to scamper out of bounds at about the 20-yard line.
Redden scrambles for the first down for Halifax.
And he's going to be marked out of bounds at the 15. So into the red zone go the Halifax Academy Knights. And Halifax this time takes a timeout. Their 2nd of the half. We'll take a short break. It'll be 1st down and 10 from the 15. Halifax looking to get back on top. They trail the Sharks 20-14 right here from the Ormond Beach Sports Complex. Beautiful night out here at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex in Ormond Beach, Florida. 1st down and 10 for the Halifax Academy Knights. From the 15-yard line of Atlantic High School, they attacked the end zone to listeners left. Ball spotted on the right hash. Redden with 2 in the backfield. He takes the snap, he hands it to Toby. Toby looking for a lane to the right. He scampers through. He's held up just a little bit to the 5, but he breaks free into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
Touchdown, Halifax.
And there does not appear to be any flags on the field, but whistles are flying. And the referee on the near side is signaling for the play to be taken back. Holding on Halifax will negate the 15-yard touchdown run by Isaiah Toby.
That's going 10 yards the other way.
So they'll move him back to the 25-yard line. 1st down and 20. 1st down available inside the 5-yard line for Halifax. Halifax might just be the most active team in Volusia and Flagler counties this season. They have played 8 games, including on back-to-back nights, October 15th and 16th, and they won both games against St. Francis in Gainesville on Thursday and against St. John Lutheran at home here in Ormond on Friday. They won those games and scored 162 points in the process across those 2 games as the handoff goes up the middle to Ethan Redden. And they're going to call holding again against Halifax. Redden was close to the original line of scrimmage to the 15. They'll back him up again. As the referee signals again for holding on the offense. Maybe two people did it. And so they will mark them at the all the way back. Oh, they're marching them close to midfield at the 45-yard line. And Halifax takes a timeout. It will be 2nd down and 40 yards to go when we come back, as Halifax has held their way into a unenviable position, as we say here. The FHSAA has announced the play-in round matchups for this year's state playoffs. We are excited to announce that the Atlantic Sharks will travel to Ocala to face the Lake Weir High School Hurricanes on November 13th. Stay tuned to the Atlantic Sharks Sports social media pages. That's at AHS Sharks Sports. For more information, that's next Friday night, 7 p.m. MJT Sports Productions will be on the air from Ocala. I will be there along with, I'm hoping, a special guest will join me on that broadcast as well. Nothing official yet, but you can look forward to that and listen to the Atlantic Sharks in their 2nd playoff game in 2 years. Sorry, 2nd playoff appearance in 2 years. They reached the 2nd round last year. First time since 1996 they've won a playoff game. They're going to get a chance to do it again next Friday. But first, they're going to look for their first win of the season tonight against the Halifax Academy Knights. Knights facing 2nd down and 40 from the Sharks' 45-yard line. They got to get to the 5-yard line for a first down. Remember, they were in 3rd and 20 earlier in the 2nd quarter when a long bomb by Redden hit Devonte Lindsay as the ball is snapped and flags fly. And it looks like it's going to be going against Halifax again. False start, so right at midfield the ball now. 2nd down and 45 for the Halifax Academy Knights. 2 minutes, 41 seconds to go here in this opening half of play. Sharks lead the Knights 20-14 on homecoming and senior night at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex. Redden takes the bell tie snap. The pressure comes. He steps in the pocket. He launches it deep down the field. Lindsay's out there. He makes the catch at the 10-yard line. He's brought down at the 10 to save a touchdown is Giandre Bevel with the tackle. But it was a long 40-yard completion. So now it will be 3rd down and 5.
3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
From 2nd and 40 to 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
That's the second really long down and distance they've gotten out of just by a heave downfield, and Devonte Lindsay just going up and getting it. Redden hands to Toby, being chased, and he's going backwards. Great tackle by 3 Sharks. Leading the charge for the Sharks, it looked like Michael Sclair. And also, Caesar McCoy was back there as well. And now, from 1st and 45 to 2nd and 5 to 3rd down and 12 now. Redden back to pass. Pressure coming up the middle. He gets the pass away. It's incomplete. Bodies flying everywhere on the field. It was thrown behind the intended receiver, Ethan Redden, and it will be 4th down. But from as we've seen earlier in this game, it doesn't mean they're going to kick. They have not seen the kicker, Tucker Braden, at all tonight, except on kickoffs. And we will not see him now. From the, looks like 16-yard line. 4th down and 12.
16-yard line. It's 4th down. Let's hear it for your defense.
Redden back to pass. Pressure comes. He floats it towards the end zone. And in double coverage, Bevel incomplete. He couldn't come down with it. Lindsay couldn't come down with it in double coverage. JaAndre Bevel with the touchdown saving deflection. He had the touchdown saving tackle on the long pass earlier, and now he has the touchdown saving pass defense as the Sharks turn the ball over. What a long drive. 8-play drive for the Knights, the longest of the game by either team, but they come up empty. And with 1 minute and 5 left in the first half, the Sharks have it at their own 16-yard line. From their own 16-yard line, Killingsworth in the gun, Tandy in motion, high snap. Killingsworth scrambles to his left, cuts it back, and slides down for a gain of 3. Up to the 20-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7 on the 20-yard line.
And they'll give him the 21. It looked like that was intended to be another jet sweep to Mason Tandy, but the snap came high and late, so Killingsworth had to improvise. He scrambled around to his left, picked up a couple of yards. And really, John Killingsworth has been doing this, well, I can't say better than anybody we've seen, because it's really the only quarterback we've come up against this season that has this kind of run-first style. But he can make defenders miss in space. Similar to almost like a Cam Newton-esque runner when he gets out there.
2nd down and 7.
2nd down and 7 now. Here's the jet sweep to Tandy, and Tandy's going to be swarmed under in the backfield and go backwards.
Tandy stopped in the backfield. That brings up 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd down and long, loss of about 5, but that is halftime. The last tackle of the half was made by Brandon Laguerre. And we have halftime break. We'll be back after halftime. Enjoy the band, enjoy the festivities, and we'll be back after halftime. It's Sharks 20, Knights 14 at the half. This is Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 15 minutes.
It's halftime.
Well, Deltona and Lake Mary have ended a forfeit. The Wolves never showed up. Deltona and Lake Mary ended a forfeit. Deltona never showed up. There's a story there. Halftime to land 17, Seabreeze nothing. Halftime, the Kansas 3. Menendez, nothing. Yep. Oh, halftime, sorry, Deland 17, Seabreeze 7. Spruce Creek leading Fort Pierce 13-7 at halftime. Maitland played last week. They beat Bulls 7-3. As the Atlantic High School Marching Band finishes its wonderful performance and marches off the field, I thought I would entertain you with some out-of-town scores from around the Volusia and Flagler area. Lake Mary has defeated Deltona by forfeit after the Wolves did not show up to their game. DeLand is currently on top of Seabreeze 17-7 at halftime. That's over at Municipal Stadium. Matanzas leads Menendez 3-0 at the half. Spruce Creek 14, Fort Pierce 7, that's at halftime. New Smyrna Beach leads Winter Springs 14-0. That is also at halftime. Your score here, your Atlantic Sharks 20, the Halifax Academy Knights 14. Quick scoring recap for the Sharks. Killingsworth, 2 touchdown runs, one a 22-yard scamper after he faked the handoff, and then a 1-yard touchdown run. Both of those without 2-point conversions. And then Alex Smith on a jet sweep from 5 yards out for the 3rd touchdown. That 2-point conversion was finished off by Mason Tandy on a jet sweep to the opposite direction. That's how the Sharks have 20. For the Knights, a 50-yard pick six by Gary Spears opened their scoring back in the middle of the first quarter. Then in the second quarter on 3rd down and 20, Jared Redden fired a bomb down the field. It was caught by Devonte Lindsay, and he scampered in from 70 yards, and then a 2-point conversion was tacked on at the end of that one as well. That's how you get your halftime score of Sharks 20, Knights 14. We'll be back with the second half on the other side of this break. This is Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions.
And here come your Sharks!
We are just about set to go with the second half of action here from the Ormond Beach Sports Complex in Ormond Beach, Florida. My name is Michael Turillo. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful, cool, 70-degree, slightly overcast evening. We had a little bit of rain earlier in the day, and yesterday we thought it might have been a rainy contest, but the rain thankfully has stayed away. It's been a beautiful night for football, and the Sharks on track for their first win of the season. They lead the Halifax Academy Knights 20-14. Teams are on the field. Halifax will get the ball to start this third quarter as the Sharks got the ball to start the first half. As the Atlantic drumline continues to entertain the homecoming and senior night crowd here at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex. Hope you enjoyed the performance by the Atlantic Band at halftime. I know I sure did. And here we go. Istvan Wallace has the ball on the tee at the 40-yard line.
Here come your Sharks!
And a kick is away. It spirals and it's going to stay inbounds. That's Ethan Redden takes the football at about the 35-yard line, and he crumbles down. And he falls backwards, actually, to the 33-yard line. So that,
returns the ball about to the 33-yard line.
And that is where they will have it. 11:51 to go in an 8-point contest. Right, a 6-point contest. Sharks lead 20-14. Here comes Jarrett Redden. He leads his dangerous offense back out onto the field. They've only scored 14 to this point, but do not be fooled. They average 31.5 points a game, and they've scored 250 points before this contest in their 8 previous games this season. So happy to have your company here on a beautiful Friday night, the last one of the regular season. Trotting out late to join the defense is Dion Eberhardt, the linebacker. He'll join Michael Sclair out there. Snap to Redden. Hand off to Isaiah Toby, and he gets nothing off the left-hand side. But there is a flag down about where the line of scrimmage was. We'll see what that entails. As down in front of me, Mason Tandy and John Killingsworth are throwing the ball back and forth, practicing for when their offense gets back out on the field. What was the call? And they're going to call holding on Halifax. Thank you so much to the referee in the booth for keeping me honest when I'm not paying attention. So it'll be first down and about 20 at the 25-yard line. Got to get up to the 45 for a first down. Hand off Toby quarterback keeper Redden right-hand side. He will be pushed out of bounds after a gain of, looks like only 2.
Second and 19.
Gain of 1 only brings up second down and 19. From the 32-yard line of Atlantic. They defend the end zone to listeners left exactly the same as they did at the end of the first half. Redden in the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Ethan Redden is the running back in the backfield. Here's the snap. Redden takes a long bomb down the field, and it is caught again, and almost breaking free is the receiver, tripped up at the Atlantic 35-yard line. That long bomb has been killing the Sharks all day, and once again it's Devonte Lindsay. And they flip the field from their own 32 to the opponent 35 on the third play of this drive. And the majority of the Halifax yards tonight have come from long passes from Redden to Lindsay. Redden back to pass. He has plenty of time in the pocket. Now he scrambles to his right. He throws across his body. It's incomplete. It was in and out of the hands of the intended receiver at about the 15-yard line, so it'll be second down and 10. Looks like Ethan Redden was out there over the middle from the running back spot trying to make the catch. There is a player down for the Knights. And we will take a quick breather while that gets sorted out. Now the Knights have only scored 14 to this point, but do not count out their offense. In their wins this season, they have scored 48, 52, 58, and 54 points.
Second and 10.
They can get that offense motoring. Second down and 10 from the Atlantic 35. Reddit, belt ties, snap, he drops back. He's now forced to scramble to his right. He's tripped up, but he stays on his feet. He's going to scramble to the 35-30 and out of bounds, close to a first down, and in fact, they will give it to him to the 23-yard line. He'll pick up a gain of 12. So another fresh set of downs. This is a very similar situation to the end of the first half, where a couple of holding penalties and a false start pushed the Knights all the way back to a 1st and 45 at midfield, and they almost got it back too. They ended up having a 4th down and 5 play, and they couldn't get it. And the Sharks turn the ball over.
1st and 10, Halifax at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10, movement all over the place.
Another flag.
Let's see who they call this one. It looks like the defense jumped first, but yeah, they're going to call offsides on Halifax. Oh, sorry, on Atlantic. Looks like Ethan Brannon was the man that jumped first. And so it will be 1st and 5. At the 18-yard line. Chest high snap into the belly of Isaiah Toby. He runs around to the left. He breaks one tackle. He gets a block. He gets to the sideline and is pushed out of bounds. Close to a first down at the 15-yard line. It looks like he might be a yard short. And indeed, he will be a yard short. Neither the 15 to get a first down got to the 16. And it will be 2nd down and 1. Whistle and a stoppage of play. Or maybe just a late substitution here for Halifax. A bit of confusion as the men in gold helmets, white jerseys, black pants, gold numbers with gold shoulders and striping get their offensive set on the field. The feature back this time is Ethan Redden. Snap to Jarrett Redden, and it looks like this time it will be a false start as the left-hand side of the offensive line moved before the snap.
Goes against Halifax. That'll make it 2nd down and 6.
Couldn't quite see who jumped offside. It was the left tackle for the Knights. But again, their numbers are very hard to see. Light gold on a white background with no border. Back to pass is Brandon. He's left back. He scrambles to his left, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds around the 15-yard line. Did they get enough for a first down? No, so it will be 3rd down and 1. Third down doesn't mean much for this Halifax team. They like to go for it on 4th down. In fact, they have gone for it on 4th down every time they've had it in this game. No kicks at all. That's punts, no field goal attempts, no extra points. They've gone for the 2-point conversion every time. The only time we've seen kicker Tucker Braden is kicking off. 3rd down and 1. Brandon with 2 in the backfield. He hands it to his brother Ethan Redden, and he dives down inside the 5. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 2 for the Halifax Academy Knights. Nice little fullback dive. I'm getting Jarrett Redden and Ethan Redden confused. They are brothers. Jarrett a junior, Ethan a sophomore. One is a running back, one is the quarterback. This time the running back is Isaiah Toby. 1st and goal from the 2 for Halifax. It's going to be a quarterback keeper, but whistles go, and I don't think the play got off. And indeed, Atlantic took a timeout before the play. could get off. So it'll be first down and goal from the 2. We'll take a timeout. Knights trying to take the lead when we come back. This is Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions.
But Halifax is marching.
First down and goal from the 2-yard line for the Halifax Academy Knights as they trail the Atlantic Sharks 20-14 here. Look at a tie or take the lead on the next couple of plays. Knights have been stuffed in the red zone before, but never this close to the goal line. Jarrett Redden is under center. I formation behind him. Redden is going to take the quarterback keeper, dive straight up the middle, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Halifax.
6:41 to go in the quarter. Score is now tied at 20.
Jarrett Redden rushes for his first touchdown of the season on the ground. It's a 2-yard scramble. Or 2-yard, sorry, dive up the middle. I should specify. Scramble means that was not intentional. It was definitely an intentional dive up the middle, and now they're going to go for 2 to take the lead. It's 20-20. This would make it 22-20. Again, I formation. Isaiah Toby, the feature back, who dots it. The snap is fumbled, and it's going to be on the ground, picked up by Atlantic. 2-point conversion is no good. So the 2-point conversion does not go through. A fumble on the snap by Redden, and it's a 20-20 ball game. 6 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the third quarter. Sharks 20, Knights 20. We'll be back right after this. This is Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions. Knights set to kick off here after tying the game. Jarrett Redden, a 2-yard touchdown run on a quarterback keeper, very similar to the Killingsworth 1-yard run back in the second quarter to tie the game as the 2-point conversion was no good. We've had a bevy of penalties, more points than Atlantic has scored all season. Another onside kick easily picked up by the Sharks at the 46-yard line.
Midfield position, Sharks take over the ball at midfield. 1st and 10.
Time, 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Sharks have the football at their own 46. And we will take an official's timeout for a water break. And as we do so, I do want to remind you that if you want to get your business on the air in front of the Atlantic fans, you can advertise via MJT Sports Productions, the official play-by-play partner of the Atlantic High School as a sponsor of Atlantic Athletics. Please email the AHS Athletic Director, Tron Griffin, at tdgriffy@volusia.k12.fl.us. That's TDGRIFFI at volusia.k12.us. And your business could be on the air with the Sharks. In a 20-20 ball game, it's pretty much had everything. No kicking to be found, only one punt. That was by Atlantic on the opening drive of the game. 4th down conversions, long bombs, an aggressive and successful ground attack by Atlantic. Equally matched by the Knights passing attack, and we have a stalemate, 20-20. Sharks rather, have the football from their own 46-yard line. They go left to right. Silver helmets, black, everything else except numbers, which are also silver. Killingsworth in the gun. He's going to load up and throw down the field, and it is incomplete. A tremendous diving stop by Jaquez Bess, the sophomore cornerback.
Killingsworth's pass was incomplete.
And a little bit behind Marion Washington. If that ball had dropped into his arms, he's off to the races because there was nobody behind him. But it was a leaping, athletic pass defense by Jaquez Bess, likely saved the touchdown for the Sharks. And I like that call on first down. Test the cornerbacks. You've been running consistently all night. See if you can catch a cornerback or safety sleeping, and they almost did. And now I'm going to watch that battle significantly throughout the rest of the night. That Bess versus Washington battle. It's on the near side, 1v1. The rest of the formation is on the left hash, 2nd and 10 from the 46-yard line. 3 receivers split out to the left, single right. Richard Ballard in the backfield with John Killingsworth. Killingsworth takes the snap. He's under pressure immediately, rolling to his right. He's going to throw it into the Sharks bench, and incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10 from the 46-yard line. The snap came very lazily. That is to say, it was kind of slow and a little low for Killingsworth that time. So by the time he picked his head up and surveyed the field, the defense was already in the backfield. Excellent push on the right side of the offensive line by senior Jeremiah Henley by the Knights. It'll be 3rd down and 10 once again from their own 46-yard line. This is Atlantic's first game after 2 weeks off due to a COVID-19 test positive in the Atlantic camp that knocked out half the county, it seems like, from playing for the last 2 weeks. They lost games against Spruce Creek and Pine Ridge, and now tonight, their final matchup of the regular season against Halifax. Play action, Killingsworth rolls to his left. He's going to release the football. He's hit as he throws, and the ball goes out of play. He gets up. He looks towards the referee, looking perhaps for a roughing the passer penalty. None comes. It's going to be 3 straight passes, 3 straight incompletes. And it'll be 3rd down and 10, and out comes Istvan Wallace to do the punting. This will be the first punt.
First punt of the evening for the Atlantic Sharks.
It'll be the 2nd punt of the evening for the Sharks, first of the second half, and the first since the first drive of the game.
2nd punt of the evening, first of the half.
Devonte Lindsay stands at his own 20-yard line, back deep to receive the kick. As Chris Brown, I don't know if you can hear that through our sideline microphone, but he is getting animated as Dion Eberhardt runs on late into the formation, and there must not be much time left on the clock. Wallace takes the snap. He punts it away. This one better. End-over-end kick fielded at about the 25-yard line. It's muffed by Devonte Lindsay. He does fall on it, so Halifax will get the football.
Halifax takes the punt. But there is a flag on the
There is
play.
a flag down. A Halifax player is down near where Wallace punted the football away at about the 40-yard line of Atlantic. That's the left-hand side of the field. If it stands, Halifax will have the football 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. We will check the penalty flag. And the only thing that I think it could be is that I didn't see Lindsay call for a fair catch, and they weren't respecting the distance, so it would be fair catch interference. Blindside? Yeah, the call is indeed a blindside block against Halifax on the quote-unquote return, which was not much of a return, more of a scramble by Devonte Lindsay to pick up after he muffed the punt, rather. So that'll back Halifax all the way up inside the red zone. It'll be at about the 17-yard line. 6 minutes and 6 seconds.
17-yard line.
Halifax to their own 17. 6 minutes, 6 seconds to go, third quarter, low snap. Hand off Ethan Redden. He cuts it back up the middle, and he's going to be wrestled down after a short gain.
Redding on the carry, stopped after a short gain.
So let's make it 2nd down and 7 after a gain of 3 to the 21. It has been I'll get to my point after this series, or maybe even this play, as it was a bit of a long one, so stay tuned for a bit of a recap of how we got here this season.
2nd down and 7 coming up.
And the coaching carousel that the Sharks endured in the offseason, and why this win potentially would be so big for this program and head coach Chris Brown. 2nd down and 7 from the 21-yard line. And a false start is going to go against Halifax.
Flag on the field once more.
And the gold helmets of Halifax are going to back them up 5 more yards. So instead of 2nd and 7, it'll be 2nd down
Halifax backs them up 5.
and 12.
2nd and about 12.
Back to the 16-yard line. They are off to the broadcast right, going right to left. Redden, hand off. Toby wrestled down in the backfield and dropped for a loss.
Big step in the backfield.
The run blitz brought him down as about 6 or 7 Sharks were in on the tackle there. Key among them was Jonquez Jamerson, was the man who made the stop.
Let's hear it for the defense.
And now it's 3rd down and very long. It'll be 3rd down and 19 from the 10-yard line. Redden takes the snap. He moves in the pocket. He throws it short to Toby. Toby makes the catch, and he's going to be wrestled down near the original line of scrimmage at the 20. He's going to be marked at the 17-yard line. And so it'll be 3rd down and 9. Or 4th down and 9, rather. And let's see if Halifax punts for the first time tonight. They are at their own their own 19-yard line. They are running a different unit on the field, so they may be punting. This will be the first punt of the night for Tucker Braden. And Braden stands at his own 4-yard line. Alex Smith is not back deep to receive. There's nobody back deep to receive. Alex Smith was the furthest one back there. He was standing at about the 30-yard line of Halifax. And now we get whistles and a dead ball. And illegal procedure is going to back.
So that'll make it 4th down and 15.
The Knights up. It'll be 4th down and 15. And now Tucker Braden is standing at the 1 yard deep inside his own end zone. The snap, another flag blows the play dead. Once again, there is no Shark back deep to receive the kick. The nearest Shark is Alex Smith. And he stands at the 35 of Halifax. And
Atlantic, it's 4th and 10.
The offsides against Atlantic will move him back to the 19-yard line. So back up to the 5-yard line goes Tucker Braden in this marathon attempt to get the punt away. He does get the punt away. It's a big punt. It lands at the 50-yard line and takes a nice Halifax roll to the 40-yard line. And that is where the Sharks will have the football. We will take a short break. When we come back, it's Sharks football. It's Sharks 20, Knights 20. This is Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions.
2:57 again, 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 Atlantic at their own 40-yard line.
From their own 40-yard line, the Atlantic Sharks will take over after the first punt of the night by by Tucker Braden was a good one. He got it from his own 5 all the way to the Atlantic 40. Now Killingsworth in the gun. He takes the snap. He rolls to his left, gets a nice block from Richard Ballard. Now he's being chased and he has to throw the ball into the Atlantic bench. Incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
Killingsworth pass incomplete.
He's looking now for long passes down the field. Mason Tandy and Marion Washington out there. I mean, to me, and obviously I'm just an observer, I have no say in whatever goes on down there. I don't know why you went away from the whole ground and pound game that was working for you in the first half, netted you 20 points, and now all of a sudden the second half comes in, you're trying to throw the ball long down the field. You had a good 1-2 punch going there in the first half with Killingsworth and Ballard, and now it is 2nd down and 10 from their own 40. Going left to right. Killingsworth this time under center. Killingsworth takes the snap, hands it to Ballard. Ballard is wrapped up and dropped. It's going to be a loss of 4. In on the play was Jaquez Bess for the Knights. They'll actually rule him forward progress, only a loss of 3. Now 3rd down and 13 from the from the Atlantic 37-yard line. 3rd quarter, only 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in it. And we are coming to you live from the Ormond Beach Sports Complex in Ormond Beach, Florida, temporary home of the Atlantic Sharks. The Shark Tank is being built on the campus of Atlantic High School. We hope to bring you some football games from there next season.
3rd down.
Now 3rd down and 13 from the 47-yard line. Killingsworth in the gun. 2 receivers to each side. He takes the snap. He throws a bubble screen to Ballard. Ballard shakes 1 tackle, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, gets to the 50, gets down the sideline. He breaks a tackle, and he breaks free. Richard Ballard, oh, they're going to stop him. They say he stepped out of bounds somewhere around the 45-yard line. He looked to be in the clear, did Richard Ballard, but he stepped out of bounds at the Halifax 45-yard line, but it is a 1st down for Atlantic after a 3rd down and 12. So nice bubble screen to Ballard. The pressure came up the middle, and there was 1 less hat there, and Ballard also made a very excellent break of a tackle to scamper free. So that'll be 1st down and 10 for the Atlantic Sharks from the Halifax 45-yard line. They started this drive from their own 40 after forcing the first punt of the game out of Halifax, as they had a 4th and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Killingsworth under center. Now he backs up and sends Ballard out there. Nobody back there with him. Whistles blow and a flag flies from the back judge. Wonder what this could be. It's not movement.
Delay of game on the offense.
And it'll be delay of game on the Sharks as John Killingsworth ran all the way to the bench to get the play from head coach Chris Brown, then had to run all the way back, and too much time came off the clock. Now 1st down and 15 from right at the midfield stripe. Killingsworth alone in the gun. He takes the chin-high snap. He throws it deep down the field over the middle, and it's incomplete. Alex Smith was back there, and it was just knocked away from him. And once again, a terrific deflection by a Halifax defensive back saves a touchdown. And that was Devonte Lindsay. He doesn't just catch big passes, he stops big passes from happening. This is a kid that I would not be surprised gets a shot at the next level. 6'2", 200-pound senior. Coming into the game, 11 touchdowns, 8 receptions, 2 rushing. And he has 1 touchdown catch tonight, so he has 12 touchdowns on the season. This is the 9th game for the Halifax Academy Knights this season, because the private schools did not have to follow the FHSAA mandate to start. So they started 2 weeks earlier than everybody else did. Still, they've played more games than anybody else in Volusia County. Second down and 15. Killingsworth the snap. He's forced to scramble to his left. He gets back to the line of scrimmage and much more. One man to beat. He's got the 35-30, and he scrambles out of bounds. First down, a nice 17-yard pickup for John Killingsworth, and that is where the sophomore is at his best. We've said it all night. When he's forced to scramble, when he's forced to improvise, he's got a great view of the field. He has great vision. He sets up his blocks well. He's very patient when he runs, and he's got a 17-yard pickup at a first down. At the 31-yard line of Halifax. John Killingsworth does a lot of running. Every play, he trots over to the sideline to get the play. He trots back to the huddle. Then he goes under center. Then he goes back to the shotgun. Then he's running during the play. He must run, 5 or 6 miles a night when he's on the field as Killingsworth, but it has been effective tonight. First and 10. Killingsworth takes the snap once again. He's forced to scramble, and the ball comes out. It's a fumble. And Halifax has it, and there is nobody between the man that picked up the ball in the end zone. He's looking to be run down inside Sharks territory, and they will bring him down at the Sharks 30-yard line. So with 28.7 seconds left to go, Killingsworth fumbles the football, and that drive was looking so promising for the Sharks. That would have been the 6th play of the drive. Killingsworth, once again, pressure coming, forced to scramble to his left, coughs up the football. And now Halifax back on the field. At the 35-yard line of the Sharks, going right to left. A chance once again to take the lead in a 20-20 ball game, under a minute to go, third quarter. Deep pass down the field from Jarrett Redden. Incomplete. There was contact with the receiver, Devonte Lindsay. The Atlantic sideline screaming for pass interference, but the referee on the far side ruled uncatchable, so it will be second down and 10 from the 35. That was close there. That is a call that potentially could have gone either way. The contact was at the 5-yard line. The ball landed about 5 yards deep in the end zone. If he kept going, could he have maybe stretched his fingertips out to get the football? Maybe, but the referee keeps the flag in his pocket, and we play on here, 20-20. Second down and 10 from the 35. Redden takes the snap. He has plenty of time. Now he runs up the middle. A flag flies in the area of a hold. Jarrett Redden scrambled for about 6 yards to the far sideline, pushed out of bounds by Jacob Williams. And we will see what the flag is. Holding on Atlantic is the call. So that can only help Halifax. It'll be a 10-yard penalty and an automatic first down for the Knights.
Well, he's going to go against the defense. That's going to give Halifax a first down.
So now the ball will be at the 25-yard line of Halifax, or of the Knights. And that will be the end of the third quarter unless they snap the ball. They're running up to the line with 5 seconds to go. And it does not look like they're in any sort of hurry. Jared Redden throws up a 4. He walks to the sideline, and we will go to the fourth quarter. Your score, Halifax Academy Knights 20, Atlantic Sharks 20. You're listening to MJT Sports Productions broadcast of Atlantic Sharks varsity football. Stay with us. You will not want to miss this ending.
Just want to remind everybody that the Volusia County School District and Atlantic High School encourages you to stay at least 6 feet away from others when possible. Wear face coverings at FHSA events and wash your hands frequently. Together we can slow the spread of the coronavirus in an effort to protect our student athletes, coaches, and parents. We ask that everyone please wear a mask. while sitting in the stands.
Put your fours up. It's fourth quarter time here from the Ormond Beach Sports Complex. Halifax Academy Knights 20, your Atlantic Sharks 20. Halifax has a first and 10 from the Atlantic 25. They attack the end zone to listeners right. Jared Redden in the gun. He fumbles the snap. He's forced to scramble. He gets away to the 15, down to the 10, and he dives. The ball comes out late, and it looks like they're going to rule that Redden was down before the ball came out. Close to a first down yardage.
Quarterback was ruled down before the ball came out.
And they will spot him at the 16-yard line. So it will be second down and 1.
Second and 1 at the 16.
It looked for all the world
Halifax in the red zone.
like Atlantic was going to sack Jared Redden on that play, but he just managed to escape. Here's a handoff, Toby, left side. Toby stretching towards the pylon, and he doesn't get there. It'll be third down and 1 now from the 16-yard line. Excellent stretch by the Atlantic defense on that far sideline. Alex Smith was out there and made the tackle. Homecoming and senior night crowd trying to rally behind their Sharks defense. They'll actually push him back a yard. Third down and 2 now.
Third down.
From the 17-yard line, 3rd and 2. Got to get to the 15 for a first down. Redden in there with Toby and Ethan Redden. And the handoff goes to Ethan Redden. He rumbles off the right side, and he's going to have a first down to the 11, make it at the 12-yard line. And it'll be first and 10 for the Knights.
12-yard line. First down Atlantic.
First 4 plays of this drive, all runs for Halifax. And the two main ones have been Jarrett Redden scrambles. Redden. Bell tie snap, he's going to scramble again. This time he's going to throw into the end zone. Touchdown, Halifax. It looked like he was going to scramble. The defense moved toward the quarterback, and then he finds a wide open receiver in the back right-hand corner of the end zone. The receiver's name, Keyshawn Highsmith. And for the first time since early in the second quarter, the Halifax Academy Knights will have the lead. Currently 26-20. And once again, as is their fashion, the Knights will go for 2. This is a huge two-point conversion. Redden is moving to his right. He's going to scramble to the 10, to the 5, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. A flag flies late.
Redden's in for the conversion.
The conversion stands.
There is a flag on the play.
It looks like it's going to be a late hit against Atlantic as Redden was thrown to the ground after he crossed the plane. The referees are having a conference.
The conversion is good.
The 2-point conversion is good.
10:19 to go in the game. Halifax takes a 28-20 lead. The Sharks will get the ball back.
So now it's 28-20. Halifax has come back from 14-20 down to take the lead. Sharks on offense next. This is Atlantic Football on MJT Sports Productions. Stay with us. Back at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex. 10 minutes and 19 seconds to go. And for the first time since early in the second quarter, the Sharks are behind. And remember the late hit call on the Sharks means that Halifax will be kicking off from inside Sharks territory at the 45-yard line. Two out of 4 kickoffs for the Knights tonight have been onside kicks, so you got to watch out for that. As the Sharks front line moves up, as they can't move up past 10 yards, now they all scamper back. The onside kick goes, and does it go 10 yards? It doesn't look like it does. Halifax is claiming that Atlantic touched it, and they have the football, and the referees rule in favor of the Knights. Halifax will have the football at the 35-yard line. And so it goes from bad to worse potentially for the Atlantic Sharks. No, they're going to give the Sharks the football. The ball did not go 10 yards. It went 9.5 yards. So the Sharks saved a little bit there as they get the ball on offense from their own 35. Facing an 8-point deficit with 9 minutes and 38 seconds left to play in the game.
Atlantic at the 36-yard line. 9:12 to go in the game.
The black and silver clad Sharks step up to the line. From the 36-yard line, here's the Mason Tandy jet sweep, and the Knights are all over it. He's fighting to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but he's going to be 2 yards short. He goes back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 2 on the play. They're going to be very generous with the spot, only give him a loss of 1 back to the 35, second down and 11. As the clock continues to run now, 8:35 and counting in the ball game. The Sharks a touchdown and 2-point conversion behind. The Knights looking to finish this season at 5-4. Over 500 heading towards the playoffs. And the Knights have a very interesting playoff schedule coming up. I'll talk about that shortly. Second down and 11. Killingsworth alone in the gun. Smith comes in motion. It fakes the jet sweep, goes over the middle. A pass is caught, and it's going to be a first down. Richard Ballard out of the backfield, a gain of 12 and a first down for the Sharks. So he doesn't just run the ball, he catches the ball too, does Richard Ballard. And a flag flies in late.
And there's a flag on the play.
And it looks like they might get a sideline warning for the Sharks as Chris Brown was animated celebrating that first down catch by Ballard.
Sideline warning against Atlantic. First and 10 on the offense.
First down and 10 for the Sharks at their own 48-yard line. Chasing an 8-point game. Thank you to everybody who's listening. I know a couple of my friends from the Simulation Football League broadcast team are listening in tonight from wherever you're listening in to us around the world, around Central Florida. We thank you for your patronage all night and all season long. It has been a joy to cover Atlantic Sharks football for you on MJT Sports Productions. Hopefully the beginning of a long and fruitful partnership between MJT Sports and Atlantic High School. First down and 10. Jet sweep goes to Alex Smith. He looks for a lane. He cuts it up. He has a lane, and he's going to dive forward close to a first down. Give him 8 yards on the jet sweep.
Smith on the sweep. Gain of 8 on the play. Second down and 2.
That jet sweep for the Sharks is an all-or-nothing type play. They either lose 2 or 3 yards or they just barrel through for 8 or 9, and they've even scored a touchdown. The Alex Smith jet sweep touchdown back in the second quarter.
Sharks on the move.
Clock continues to run after the jet sweep. It's now down under 6:35 to go. And counting. Second down and a long one from the 44-yard line. Man in motion is Smith. Killingsworth throws it across his body and into the Sharks bench, incomplete. He was looking for a Marion Washington out there, and it's incomplete. Third down rather, and one.
Brings up third down.
And that'll be a water break. We're going to keep it right here during this water break because I want to first break down that play. I don't mind that call. Second down and one. You've had a good running game tonight. I don't mind taking a shot, trying to test the cornerbacks. It was just a little bit overthrown by Killingsworth. And I wanted to tell the story that I teased at the end of the third quarter. So last season was probably the best season in Sharks program history. They went 8-4. They ended a 7-year playoff drought. They won a playoff game into the second round for the first time since 1996. But then their 1,000-yard passer, 1,000-yard rusher quarterback Aaron Manning, they lost to DeLand. Many others to graduation and transfer. A living legend in Sharks history, after only one season, DJ Mayo left and is now at Camden County High School in Georgia after a successful season. They tapped Blake Hillman originally as head coach. He stepped down on July 17th, and now Chris Brown.
Your Sharks girls basketball team will open the 2021 season on Tuesday.
And then now Chris Brown came in, only had about 2 weeks to work with his team before they took the field against Matanzas. They had a rough, brutal first 3 games of the season as a 52-0, 56-0, and 43-0 losses to Matanzas, Seabreeze, and Deltona. Third down and one now. Killingsworth throws it middle for Smith, caught by Alex Smith, and he's going to have a first down and a whole lot more, wrestled down by three Knights players at the 26-yard line. What a gutsy call on third and one to bomb it to your best receiver, Alex Smith, down the middle of the field. And now the clock running down under 6:10 to go. First down for the Sharks at the 25-yard line. Richard Ballard back there in the backfield. Now he motions out as a receiver. 3 receivers right, single receiver left. 2 receivers left. Killingsworth throws the screen incomplete behind the intended receiver, who was Mason Tandy. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Killingsworth pass to Tandy is incomplete, brings up second down.
Excuse me, Marion Washington was the intended receiver on that time. He and Tandy were both over there on that right-hand side of the field. Got a little bit of crossing pattern there. But anyway, then their big bounce back. They didn't win the game, but they only lost 16-6 to Father Lopez. They held Lopez to under 20 points for the first time this season. Everything seemed to be moving in the momentum of the Sharks, and then the COVID-19 shutdown, lost games against Spruce Creek and Pine Ridge, and a rescheduled game tonight against Halifax. They are in this ball game. They have their best chance of the season of picking up a win, and it is coming down to the end of it. That is the story of the Atlantic High School season. A very young team, not very many seniors. We did honor them before the game, and I'll run down all the seniors' names before we end the broadcast tonight. Second down and 10. Killingsworth in the gun with Ballard. Ballard motions right to left. Killingsworth takes the Maskai snap, stands in the pocket, throws. Smith, at the 5-yard line. Smith had a clear pass to the end zone, but Killingsworth overthrew him. Smith tried to make an athletic grab to bring it down, but it is incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10 at the 25. An inch lower on that pass from Killingsworth, and Smith is waltzing into the end zone for a touchdown. That is the kind of thing that young quarterback Smith, Killingsworth, he's only a sophomore, will learn in time. You know, there's a great crop of sophomores and juniors who are ready to take the helm for the Sharks team next season. I say the future is definitely bright for Atlantic Sharks football. And tonight, they have a chance. They're down 8. 28-20, 5:46 to go in the ball game. They've got a 3rd and 10 from the Halifax 25-yard line. They attack right to left. Silver helmets, black jerseys, black pants, silver numbers, teal trim. Killingsworth takes the snap. He scrambles to his left. It's a design quarterback run, one man to beat. He breaks the tackle and he gets to the 10, and he's going to be bundled out of bounds. First down, John Killingsworth on a design quarterback run around to the left-hand side. It'll be first down and goal for the Sharks from around the 10-yard line. It's going to be close to see if it's first and 10 or first and goal. Actually, they're going to say he stepped out back around the 12, so it'll be first and 10. They can get a first down.
First and 10, about the 12-yard line.
They can get a first down inside the 2. 28-20 our score. 5:17 and counting on the clock. Killingsworth over at the sideline getting the play from head coach Chris Brown, who has endured a heck of a lot with his coaching staff this season. Unfortunately, I didn't get to talk to him before this game. He was busy with senior night ceremonies and getting his team ready to play. I'm sure I'll talk to him before the playoff game at Lake Weir next week and get his thoughts. Snap, Killingsworth, Ballard up the middle. He breaks a tackle. He's still trying to find a lane up the middle. He pushes forward to the 6-yard line, and he's still on his feet, being wrestled to the ground by about 4 golden helmets. We'll see where they spot him. There is a flag on the play. Richard Ballard, man, for someone who is only 5'8" and weighs 150 pounds, he is Mighty Mouse out there. He just keeps the feet moving and refuses to go down. We will have to check the flag. He gained about 5 yards on the play. Nate Davis, the wide receiver, comes to the sideline. They're going to get at Halifax for a face mask. So it will be first down and goal from the 3-yard line.
After the penalty, it's first and goal.
Penalties have...
second and 1 at the 3.
All right, second down and 1 at the 3. They did not get quite enough to move the chains. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Remember, down by 8, you got to get the 2-point conversion, even if you score the touchdown. Killingsworth is under center. Ballard right behind him. Killingsworth takes the snap. QB sneak up the middle, looking for the goal line. He's in! Touchdown Atlantic! Touchdown Sharks! John Killingsworth has a hat trick of rushing touchdowns tonight as he barrels in from 3 yards out for his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Sharks are a 2-point conversion away from being tied. It is 28-26.
2-point conversion on the way.
An 8-play, 65-yard drive, ending in a rushing touchdown of 3 yards. Yeah. Ending in a 3-yard rushing play for Killingsworth, and the entire game pretty much hangs on this 2-point conversion. Killingsworth is in the gun. Alex Smith motions right to left, Ballard left to right. Killingsworth the snap, and the play is whistled dead. And this will be devastating if they backed up the Sharks here.
Offsides against...
No, they're going to call offsides against Halifax. So now, instead of from the 5, it's going to be from the 3. The game hinges on this 2-point conversion. Down 26-28, 4 minutes, 3 seconds to go after the 3rd rushing touchdown of the night by Killingsworth on a 3-yard scamper from the 3-yard line. Killingsworth under center. He's going to try and muscle his way forward. Does he get there? No signal from the referee yet. And they're going to say he didn't get there. They're going to say he was short. Short by a half a yard. Halifax holds. 4 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the game. Halifax leads 28-26. We'll be back after this. This is MJT Sports Productions broadcast of Atlantic High School football.
Atlantic High School Sports. The Sharks soccer team will also open the 2021 season on Tuesday on the road at Taylor High School. And Thursday, they'll be playing at University. Hope to see you all there, and tickets can be purchased via your GoFan app or at gofan.co/Atlantic Sharks. Also next week, the Atlantic High School Sports, your Sharks girls weightlifting team will travel to Kansas on Thursday the 12th, starting at 5 p.m. Wish them luck. And one last time, I want to remind you that the Volusia County School District and Atlantic High School encourages you to stay at least 6 feet away from others whenever possible. Wear face coverings into all FHS AA events and wash your hands frequently. Together, we can slow the spread of the coronavirus, and in an effort to protect our student athletes, coaches, and fans, we ask that you please keep your mask on while sitting in the stands.
Welcome back to the football stadium on the sprawling campus of the Ormond Beach Sports Complex. 4 minutes and 3 seconds to go. It is 28-26. Knights on top of the Sharks. Istvan Wallace to kick it off. He kicks it deep.
Wallace's kick.
Fielded at about the 30. Up to the 35, and slipping through to the 40. Up to the 45, up to midfield, and still on his feet. A flag flies in finally at the 47-yard line of Atlantic. He gets out of bounds, but we will check what the flag is. And the Sharks defense really needing a big stop here. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They've got 3 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. They have got, it was a holding on Halifax, the penalty, by the way.
A nice return by Halifax and back them up. They're going to start at their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10. 3:48 to go.
From the 35-yard line, Halifax.
Time for the Sharks defense to show them what they got.
All Halifax needs to do is just run out the last 3:48 of this clock, and they will have a winning season. They will go to 5-4. Redden handed off to Toby up the middle. He's wrapped up by Scalaire.
Clear on the tackle, no gain.
No gain on the play as the senior on senior night shoots through and makes a nice tackle in the hole. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. As Atlantic calls their first time out of the half.
Timeout Atlantic.
To stop the clock with 3 minutes and 42 seconds left. Next week, playoffs. Atlantic High School at Lake Weir, the Lake Weir Hurricanes. That is the 13th of November. It comes your way on the MJT Sports Productions Network on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube at 7 p.m. Don't forget to tune in as the Sharks take on the Hurricanes. And an interesting situation for the Halifax Academy Knights on their side of the playoffs. They are in Class 2A Region 2, and due to how the random draw worked out, they will have a first-round bye, so they will not play until the 20th of November. They get the winner of Victory Christian and St. Francis Catholic on the 20th of November. That is the playoff schedule for both of these teams. 2nd down and 10 after the no-gain run by Toby and the timeout.
Fans, let's hear it for your defense.
Redden hands the ball off to his brother Ethan. Redden runs around the left-hand side, is going to be tripped up and dropped after a gain of 6 yards. So it will be 3rd down and 4.
3rd down.
Jarrett Redden to Ethan Redden. He's been one of the top targets for his brother, both in the passing game and in the rushing game as a fullback. And the Sharks call their 2nd timeout, trailing by 2, 3 minutes and 33 seconds to go.
So I'll let everybody know, next week starts the playoffs, and you can follow
and now,
the next week's game, the Atlantic Sharks, as they travel to play Lake Weir High School in Ocala for the first round of the 5A playoffs. Kickoff will be at 7:30, so hope to see you there. But if you can't make the trip, you can listen to the game via the live broadcast on Facebook Live, Twitter, or YouTube. on MJT live broadcast. Visit AtlanticSharks.com/AHS-fan-7.
So now it's third down and 4 from the 41-yard line. Make that the 42.
Third down and 4, 42-yard line.
Two more plays on the stop here. Redden is going to look to be sacked, but he escapes. He's going to fall forward close to the first down marker, and he's going to be a yard short. He got a very generous spot, in my opinion, from the referees. That might just move the chains. He's going to be very close. The ball is spotted right at the 45-yard line, and the referee is signaling for a first down. The Atlantic sideline is livid.
The ball is spotted out to the 45-yard line. That's a first down for Halifax.
They gave Jared Redden forward progress to the 45-yard line, which was about a couple of inches past what he needed for the first down. So now, Atlantic really needs a turnover with 1 timeout and 2:51 left. Redden hands to his brother Ethan. He's met in the backfield and dropped. The swarm of Sharks will get there. A flag flies in late. It's going to be a loss of about 3.
Flag on the play will stop the clock.
And luckily that flag will stop the clock. Holding on the offense, so that'll back up Halifax. So they stop the clock. That basically gives you a free timeout. It moves the ball back.
But it remains first down.
It is first down, but it'll be first down
First and 20.
and 20 as the ball goes back.
Ball at Halifax's
The
own
35-yard
line.
back at the 35-yard line. So this is back where Halifax started the drive.
One last reminder. If you need a ride, make that call, place that text.
This will be the 6th play of this drive. Clock now running, 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. Redden with 2 in the backfield, the fullback and the running back, and a bunch of movement on both lines, both offensive line and defensive line pointing to each other, saying he did it, he did it. Penalties have been the story. Both teams have committed a lot of them. And here's the white hat. And it's going to be false start on Halifax. That'll stop the clock again at 2:06. So that'll move them back again. First down and 25 from their own 30. They need the Atlantic 45 for a first down that would most certainly ice the game. Leading by 2, 2 minutes, 1 second left, clock running. Jarrett Redden taking his time. He's got Toby and his brother Ethan back there with him. He hands the ball off to Isaiah Toby, running left, being chased by Smith. He's going to get to the sideline and be pushed out of bounds. That's huge. The clock stops with him going out of bounds. And it's going to be a loss of 1.
Loss of 1 on the play.
So second down and 26, minute 40 to go. Now, if I'm Halifax, I'm not sure why I call that play. Why do you call a stretch? It could potentially get out of bounds, stop the clock. If you just run a dive there, it forces Atlantic to use their last timeout. I mean, with a minute 40 left, Halifax is really only hurting themselves here. With all the penalties and they're moving backwards, this is second and 26. Ethan on the carry. He's going to carry some Sharks forward. He's a big, powerful runner. A flag comes in as he gets to the 38-yard line. Pickup of about 7.
And there's a flag on the play.
And it looks like they're going to back up Halifax again. Holding on the Knights once again. Next to me, the scoreboard operator referee has run out of space on his penalty keeping chart and has just gone to a blank piece of paper. That is how many penalties we've had tonight. A minute 32 left. It is still, unfortunately, second down. It is second down and 30.
Second down and 30.
And they're going to back up the Sharks now. I'm not sure what happened there, but they're going to back the Sharks up to the 35.
Second and 20 after the walk-off.
So second down and 20. The third down and 20.
Third down.
1 minute 32 left. Sharks got to get the ball back if they want a shot at this one. Handoff. Ethan Redden running left, shakes a tackle, now moves back to the right, gets a block from his brother. Another flag flies in as Redden gets to the 45-yard line, or the 41-yard line, rather. And
Redden on the carry, gets about the 41, but there is a flag on the play.
another flag and another flag. It looks like they're going to get Chris Brown, the coach of Atlantic, for a personal foul. They already got him for a sideline warning earlier in the quarter.
We got 2 flags on the play.
Both coaches, both Matt Timmons on the far side for Halifax and Chris Brown on the near side for Atlantic, losing their cool a little bit as all the referees are meeting right in the middle of midfield to decide what's happening. So they're going to mark off the 15-yard penalty. Oh, sorry, it's a 5-yard penalty. Okay, it's a net 5-yard penalty for the Sharks because of the sideline violation. It's 15 against the Sharks, and the holding is 10 against the Knights. It will be third down and 9 at the Halifax. At the Halifax 46-yard line.
Third down and 10.
And what has seemed like the longest set of 4 downs in recorded history, the board shows 4th down. I'm not sure if that's correct.
Fourth down and 9.
So according to the pylon of the field, we 4th down and 9, timeout Halifax. We get a chance
1:21 to go.
to take a little breather, to relax a bit, take stock of where we are. It will be 4th down and 9 for Halifax. They're up 28-26. They are on their own 46-yard line. Got to get to the Atlantic 45 for a first down that would most likely end the game. Halifax has 1 timeout left. No, sorry, Atlantic has 1 timeout left. Halifax just used their first of the second half. We will take a short break and return for the conclusion of this exciting game. And nope, we will not take a short break as the teams have already stopped their timeout activities and are headed back to the field. Once again, thank you for tuning in tonight. It has been a great pleasure calling this one for you via the MJT Sports Production Network of Atlantic High School football. 4th down and 9. The game real hinges on this one. If the Knights convert, it's game over. If the Sharks stop them, they get a chance to win the game. Redden is in the gun. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Redden takes the snap. He drops back to pass. Now he scrambles. He throws a long pass down the field, and it is incomplete! It was intended for Devonte Lindsay, and it was knocked out of his hands. Lindsay had the ball in his grasp, but it was knocked away from him by Isaiah Davenport. Isaiah Davenport has saved the game for Atlantic, and the Sharks offense is back out on the field.
Defense does its job now. It's time for the offense.
They will have the ball at the the Halifax 46-yard line.
Atlantic has the ball on the Halifax side of the field. First and 10 and 46.
A minute 14 left.
1:14 to go. Sharks ready to move fast.
They've got one timeout left, remember. Killingsworth in there with Ballard. 2 right, 1 left. Killingsworth back to pass. He's forced to scramble to his left. He's going to throw the ball into the Atlantic bench, incomplete. And a flag flies very late.
But there is a flag on the play.
Jeremiah Henley. Oh, they're going to get Killingsworth for intentional grounding because he was inside the pocket and he just threw the ball into his own bench. That's a tough one to take for the Sharks. The 330-pound senior Jeremiah Henley was back there in the backfield and forced Killingsworth to just heave that one to the sidelines and force the penalty. It took a very long time for the referee in the backfield to make that call. In so much that I thought he was going to get Henley for taunting because he went up to Killingsworth after the play and was kind of clapping in his face and jawing at him. So a 5-yard loss, 1 minute, 8 seconds to go.
Here we go.
After the runoff, after the penalty. Loss of down as well. 2nd down and 15. From right at the midfield stripe. Got to get into the end zone to win, or at least close enough to try a field goal. In the last minute 8, Killingsworth back to pass, gets a nice block, rolls to his left. He's got a lane to the 45. He throws the ball incomplete. He was looking for a Marion Washington, and it was in and out of his hands. At the last possible second before he looked like he was going to tuck it and run, he fired the ball down the near sideline left, and it was in and out of the hands of Washington. To be fair to a Marion Washington, that ball was thrown just about a foot above his head. He did well to get his hands up to it. So now 3rd down and 15 from the midfield stripe. Killingsworth, as has often been the case this season, trots back from the sideline where he's received the play from head coach Chris Brown. He's now in the huddle with the rest of his black and silver-clad brethren of the Sharks. 3rd and 15 from midfield. Killingsworth in the gun. He takes the snap. He rolls to his right. He gets a nice block. He slings it sidearm, and it's incomplete. Batted away down there on the far sideline by a Knights defender.
Pass incomplete, brings up 4th down.
He was looking for Alex Smith. And it's going to be 4th down and 15. This is basically 4th down and ball game. Got to get past the Halifax 35, otherwise the Knights will hang on and win this one 28-26. But however this ball game finishes, it has been a fantastic display of heart and athleticism by these young athletes on both sides tonight. On senior night, on homecoming here, a packed crowd here at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex. First time all year that Atlantic has played in front of its home fans. 4th down and 15 ball at midfield. 4 receivers to aim at. Killingsworth takes the snap. He rolls to his right. He's going to scramble. He's going to scramble to the 40, 35, 30. He's going to stay in bounds at the 30-yard line, running backwards. He's running backwards to the 40, and he's going to be out of bounds short. He's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Killingsworth scrambled to the 35-yard line. He would have had a first down, but he started running backwards. He ran backwards to the 40-yard line. He needed to get to the 35. He ran all the way from the far side of the field backwards to the 40-yard line on the near side where he stepped out of bounds. And the Halifax Academy Knights will escape with 39 seconds left. All the Knights need to do is kneel it down. They're in the best formation, which is the victory formation. And the Halifax Academy Knights, after a wild finish.
It is senior night. Let's give it up for all our wonderful seniors this year.
The game finishes Halifax 28, Atlantic 26. A fantastic battle between two very evenly matched teams tonight. Atlantic did it on the ground, Halifax through the air, but in the end, it was a 2-point conversion that did in the Atlantic Sharks. A half-yard short on a 2-point conversion dive by Killingsworth after on the very same play he had rumbled in from 3 yards out. Your final score once again, Halifax Academy Knights 28. Atlantic Sharks 26. Next week it's playoff time as they travel to take on the Lake Weir Hurricanes. That game at 7:30 right here on MJT Sports Productions. The Knights head coach Matt Timmons just got drenched with Gatorade. He's being mobbed by white jerseys. His celebration begins and will likely continue long into the night as the Halifax Academy Knights have ended their season at 5-4 after defeating the Atlantic Sharks 28-26. A quick scoring rundown for the Sharks. Killingsworth had 3 rushing touchdowns, a 22-yard bootleg, a 1-yard dive, and a 3-yard dive. Then Smith had a rushing touchdown. Alex Smith on a 5-yard jet sweep, followed up by a 2-point conversion by Mason Tandy. And the big play was the missed 2-point conversion right at the end. After the final Killingsworth 3-yard touchdown run, they tried the same dive up the middle, and Killingsworth was stopped a half-yard short. Knights 28, Sharks 26 for the Knights. Their scoring opened to the first quarter with a 50-yard pick six by Gary Spears on his 3rd interception of the season. Then Redden to Lindsay, a 70-yard score on 3rd down and 20 from his own 30-yard line. That was a big backbreaker in the first half. Then Redden on a 2-yard run, and then a 5-yard pass found Highsmith open in the end zone for a touchdown. And that, the 2-point conversion after that was good, and that was the difference between the Atlantic Sharks and the Halifax Academy Knights tonight. That will do it for our regular season coverage. 5 games we've played. It's been 5 amazing broadcasts. On behalf of Principal Stephen Hinson, Athletic Director Tron Griffin, Head Coach Chris Brown, and everybody who makes these broadcasts possible, we thank you so much for your patronage tonight and throughout the season, and I look forward to bringing you playoff action next week and action from soccer and basketball, and as we move forward, baseball and softball and spring sports as well. We're only getting started here with Atlantic Sports on MJT Sports Productions. We thank you so much for listening, and have a pleasant good evening.